Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, in the past 10 games, he's stepped up his role in the offense in a big way. His usage rate has increased. He's finishing off a lot of possessions. And that's just how this team wants it.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Nick Richards out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then it's Thomas. And it's Prince in at the 3. And for the 76ers, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Watford out there with Embiid. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Giannis, no good. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist by Oubre. Hey, Stan, what's it like to coach these two teams with all the veterans on each roster?
Well, Kevin, it makes your job a lot easier as a coach. Young players sometimes are just learning what it takes to win. They can get caught up in a lot of distractions. These veteran teams can shut out the noise. They know what it takes, and they're going to focus on what they need to do to get a win.
Now, here's Maxey. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo, lets the 3 fly. The rebound by the Bucks. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
This is why this team loves involving Antetokounmpo in pick and rolls, because the D has no answers for it.
Now, here's Maxey. He had 28 points in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Floats one, and it's good for 2.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
Wow, Giannis.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say out is the obvious. His size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis. As much or more than any star in this league, you can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And 74%, you know, so-so. We probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Back over to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. It is good. Oubre has got 5.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Pass to Thomas for the 3. Oubre pulls it in.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
To the paint, here's Watford. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Watford's got his second bucket of the game to go. Bucks trail by 7. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Porter. Giannis dunks it down.
He's too strong. If you're going to hit Giannis, make him feel it.
For the 76ers, their last game a win against the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Oubre, launches it. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Thomas, guarded by Embiid. Back to Antetokounmpo, and stolen by Maxey. Oubre inside, working on Prince. Oubre, good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Bucks trail by 7. Inside, Richards. Boom, he jams it straight down.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
You know, I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Completely new group here for Philadelphia. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Lowry finds Jang. Porter with the steal. Giannis with it. Picked up by Edwards. Antetokounmpo passes to Richards. Antetokounmpo inside. Jang defending.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Upside Thomas. Outside Porter. Back to Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards kicks to Zhang. Hits it from three-point range.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And a wide open look for Porter. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
For Philadelphia, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And he's good on the second. And he can't make it 3 for 3. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Philadelphia ahead, up 9. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 9-point game on the court for Milwaukee here in the second. We've got Cam Thomas. Taurean Prince is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Richards in at the 5, home in the paint. And it's the 76ers with the ball. After Taurean Prince's three-pointer that didn't go. To the inside. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
What a block. You have to admire Giannis's willingness to challenge shots at the rim.
Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
And Embiid throws it down.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Myynbaa throwing it down with some funk.
Antetokounmpo passes to Reddish. Back to Antetokounmpo. Reddish finds Giannis. Oh, Giannis punches it home.
He's a true scoring machine. Antetokounmpo stops attacking. He is just relentless.
And finished off by Jang.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. There's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, "What does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game?" These are all good questions. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, appreciate the update. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Some changes here for the 76ers. Oubre's checked in for Jang. Edgecombe comes in for Eric Gordon. And Maxey subbed in for Edwards. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Oubre shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Will stand one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things. And a lot of times, those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
On the wing, Porter. To the middle, Oubre with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
Down low, it's tipped. And now here's Oubre, fast break chance. Fast break, Milwaukee. Loads it up for Giannis. Richards passes to Porter. Giannis outside. Inside. Giannis automatic inside.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Maxey with it. He's got 6. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's his first foul. Drummond's checked in for the 76ers. Brendan Watford comes in for Quentin Grimes. And there's 1:45 left in the first half. And slam dunk by Watford.
It doesn't like to see an exciting rookie making plays for his team. Edgecombe knows he needs to be a guy who facilitates for their offense. I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Watford inside. Giannis is there. The shot's good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
Pass to Watford from deep. The rebound by Richards.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Porter against Maxey. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Basket, good.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wills that one in off the contact.
And Thomas has it in the corner. Back to Antetokounmpo. Picked off in midair. Pass to Maxey. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Maxey's got 8 here in the quarter.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Here's Giannis. Giannis dunks it down.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be critical to keeping it rolling?
Just keep moving the ball, get stops, and I think the kids just moving the ball, playing together. We've been doing that, and we got some hot guys, and we got to keep feeding them.
Ball movement is key, guys.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Philadelphia.
Yeah, these guys are dialed in, getting to their spots and taking their shots.
Great rhythm to their offense, just like your analysis. And that defense has been powerless to disrupt it.
Well, thank you, Ernest.
Let's take a moment now and swing on over to the playoff picture in the Eastern Conference.
Taking a look here now at the 76ers, they're trying to close out strong. Don't want to lose any ground.
Yeah, last week of the season, they have a lot to play for. I think they may have to learn something in these next few games to take them in the momentum of the playoffs.
Thank you for being with us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Bucks trail by 17. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Watford out there with Oubre, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Exploding to the cup. That's the burst in power of Giannis.
It's stolen by Reddish. The kick out to Porter. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Oubre. Antetokounmpo, no good. The 76ers leading by 15. Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 26. Thomas passes to Giannis. 6 to shoot. Outside, Porter. His three-pointers off the mark. The 76ers shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Out to the right wing, Myynbaa. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Bucks trail by 17. Porter passes to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You could see that coming. Giannis not to be denied, especially at the rim.
Pass to Watford. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for him.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
That's good from Watford. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Bucks trail by 16. Here's Reddish. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Richards has it in the corner. And here is Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
The 76ers leading by 14. Maxey deciding where to go with it. Pass to Edgecombe. The 76ers with another miss. Bucks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
To the middle. And there's Myynbaa. That's good on the assist by Edgecombe. Edgecombe's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you guys.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Now here's Thomas. Nothing on the board. Antetokounmpo inside. Covered by Watford. The 76ers leading by 14. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Antetokounmpo up top, covered by Watford. Giannis kicks to Reddish. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
Well, smart play by Giannis. He knows he's pulling the defense in on him, so he moves it back out.
The shot by Watford, no good. 1:41 left in the third. Outside for Thomas. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
That is a power play by Antetokounmpo, overcoming the foul and getting the one chance.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Yeah, no matter how you slice it, Giannis is a force on the floor. The power, the scoring, the rebounding, the defense, he gives you everything.
Now, here's Thomas after the miss from Andre Drummond. Oh, what a move! Giannis!
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Drummond dishes to Gordon. 76ers moving the ball around. Edwards looking it over from outside the arc, and the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Richards passes to Reddish. Spins to the paint. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Philadelphia leading by 10. Outside Gordon. To the inside, Drummond. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, that's great decision-making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And 1 quarter to go, and to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter, Cam Thomas is out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Giannis in at the power forward position. Now here's Thomas after the miss from Joel Embiid. A steal. For 3, Edwards. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his 4th rebound in this one. Antetokounmpo passes to Reddish. Back to Giannis. Pass to Reddish. Thomas up top. Just 5 on the clock. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Down by 12. This one for 3. Here's Giannis. The length of Giannis on display.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Porter dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Porter. To Giannis. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Gordon's checked in for Philadelphia.
Now in for Philadelphia, number 23.
The 76ers leading by 12. Outside, Maxey. Embiid with the screen on Thomas. Puts the move on. The big man Embiid converts inside.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Thomas has it in the corner. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. Pass to Reddish. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists now tonight. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Embiid with a screen on Thomas. Physical play by Embiid inside.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Trendon Watford's checked in for Edwards. Kelly Oubre comes in for Gordon. And it's Edgecombe in for Quentin Grimes. Now Edgecombe. Now here's Embiid. Oubre. He's off from 3. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back.
Well, when it comes to getting the ball in the open floor, no one is more dangerous than Giannis.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Puts it up from 17. The shot is off.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Now Embiid.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Maxey. From deep. Does not go.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Number 43.
Think burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Joel Embiid. The shot misses. Bucks trail by 12. Thomas surveying the D. Oubre with the steal. Here's Maxey. Now Embiid. Outside, Maxey. And he misses the J. The Bucks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the 76ers.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And this will make it 21 victories for them on the year.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Joel Embiid.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
Now, here's Thomas. Clock at 4.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First personal foul.
It's the first, and that brings them within single digits.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Cameron Thompson.
And both free throws good for Thomas. So Philadelphia wins it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Joel, in the past, you've certainly had your critics, and you have not run from them. What are you looking to prove out there?
Just being dominant, so I want every time people hear my name, I want them to know that I'm a dominant player.
Well, you do have the ability to dominate every single night. Good luck moving forward.
Terrific, Allie, thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now, our player of the game, Joel Embiid.